Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Right on time. But yeah, I think the sun's gone now. Looks like Scruffy's in a hurry. I've been feeding him more, so I'm surprised. Yeah, he's such a hurry. I don't think he did that great of a job finishing lunch today. He had to leave a bunch of kibble on the plate. I was watching for him to see how long he'd take to come back. So he definitely waited for me to, close the door. I continued watching for, I think, another minute, and then just as I was getting ready to close the blinds, he finally came. So I interpret that as, yeah, he's not as hungry. So I'm feeding him too much, probably. But yeah, I gave him more food tonight again, so we'll see how he handles that. So it was another nice day. Actually, a little cooler again. I think it's gonna get a tad warmer the following days, but yeah, it's gonna stay in this really nice range. I was thinking it'd be a good day to go for a long run, but I decided, yeah, I've been putting off doing some bike maintenance. So I bought tire liners and something called Slime. That's actually the brand. It's you fill your inner tubes with it, and then if you get a puncture, it basically seals the really small punctures from the inside. So basically, the slime fills the little hole and then dries up and basically kind of self patches it. I have it. I put that stuff in my last previous bike, and yeah, it's worked pretty well. So my previous bike, I got so sick of flats. I finally the last time so the inner tubes I had were so old, and I hadn't used that bike in a while. The inner tubes like kind of melted and fused to the actual tire, and I figured, yeah, I better buy new inner tubes. And so, and I had a tire liner in there too, and it kind of fused with the inner tube also, though not quite as badly. But I decided I needed to buy, yeah, new inner tubes, new tire liner, and then I heard about this thing called Slime, and I thought, yeah, I'll try that. I think I'd used something like Slime before, but it was something a little different, and it generally worked, so I was kind of happy with it. But I heard this Slime was actually a little better than what I had used before, so I thought I'd give it a try. But yeah, also I decided to pay extra and buy thicker inner tubes. So anyway, the combination of the three things, the thicker inner tubes, the tire liner, and the slime, yeah, I think I've only had to patch a tire once, and I don't know how many years it's been, but yeah, pretty good record. And yeah, I ran over a tree branch, and the stem from the tree branch stabbed my tire, and the whole branch actually got stuck in my tire. It actually went through one wall and out the other. It was a pretty bad stab. So But yeah, I managed to avoid all other incidents. So for my new bike, yeah, I didn't buy new inner tubes since the inner tubes are fine. They're not the thick ones that I bought before, but I'm hoping they're with the new tire liner I just bought and the slime, that should be sufficient. So anyway, I decided, yeah, I probably should install it now, especially since, yeah, if I had problems with it, I want to do it within the 30-day return window. I have this bad habit of sometimes waiting a little too long, and then I have a problem, and then I'm haggling, saying, yeah, can't you make an exception? I know I'm like a little late, but didn't have time to try to install this thing until now. So anyway, yeah, I decided, okay, I better do it today. I have a little bit of time, and the weather's nice. And so as I was getting everything ready, and I was inspecting my tires to deflate them and take them off so I can, get the liner in there, I noticed there was a thorn in this is my back tire. So yeah, there was a thorn lodged in there, and I was thinking, wow, good call to do it today, because I don't know how long that thorn's been there, but obviously it's a new bike, so it hasn't been there that long. So so if I took it out, there was a chance that the thorn gets dislodged, and the moment I pulled out the thorn, it the inner tube started leaking. I could actually hear it. It was a big enough hole that I could hear and feel the air coming out. So it was a good call on my part to do it today instead of putting it off and trying to do another ride without it, because I probably would have gotten a flat and out there, and not sure if I would have been able to patch it out there or not. I'm still, I still don't know this bike very well, so learning how to maintain it. So it's kind of a learning curve for me. So I've never had disc brakes before, and so taking off the wheels. So actually, so before I've always taken off the quick releases because always worried about theft. I had my tires stolen before, so I always need to bring a wrench. This time around, I think I'm going to keep the quick release, so I'm not planning to use this bike to do errands or anything like that. I'll use my old bike. So I should be able to do maintenance a little easier in the field, but I still got to learn how to move. Scruffy batted at me there. Okay. I don't think he actually scratched me, but I think he punched me. And the camera's losing focus. So anyway, I took an extra step to patch my tire first, the old-fashioned way, with rubber cement and a little rubber patch, and then continue on to putting the slime and liner in there. And like an idiot, when I pulled the thorn, I dropped it, so it's actually back on the ground, and I was looking for it and I couldn't find it, so there's actually a chance I run over it again. Where I was doing my maintenance, though, it's not a place where I normally ride my bicycle or move my bicycle through, so hopefully I won't hit that thorn again. I did also grab a broom and then try to sweep the area, but that was not a smart move on my part. So I think it's about food time here, so let's get Scruffy's food. I think of last night. Yeah, I managed to brush off another shedding clump of fur. So that might be the last of the big clumps, at least for now. I'm presuming that as we're starting to close in on the end of summer here and beginning of winter. So I'm thinking, yeah, Scruffy's going to start growing his thicker coat. So shedding big clumps shouldn't be a thing moving forward for until next spring, summer. Okay, I'm done. So, yeah, lunch. I think lunch was, pretty typical. Just, yeah, that one thing about him leaving a little more food behind than previous days. Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? It's sunny. It's really nice right now. It's actually a little cool. I've been expecting a heat wave, but there's no heat waves in the forecast, so. That's a nice meow. Okay, I got your food. Oh, I'm not done putting your water down and getting your glove. You want to take a drink? Okay, I'm gonna sit in the chair. Thought you were gonna hold your ground there. Thought you were getting a little braver. Oh, that's a really nice meow. It's a really raspy tone to it. Almost purr-like. Okay, let's get your food. Tonight's dinner is last of the hearty cuts with real chicken and beef, rotisserie chicken scraps, and kibble. And yeah, extra food portions as I've been doing the past 2 nights. So we'll see if Scruffy finishes everything. I think last night he left a good amount of food, and then yeah, he left some food at lunch again. So I might be hitting Scruffy's saturation point, but we'll see. If he keeps leaving too much food behind, I'll probably cut a little bit of the food. Probably not. I probably won't go back to where I was, but I might taper off a little bit. But if he keeps eating it, I'll just keep these levels. And then who knows? Maybe Scruffy's gonna get fat. I actually been worried about the extra food at lunch in particular. I'm worried he might scarf and barf it, because with the extra kibble in the bowl, it looks like it's clumping up together, and it might be easier for him to eat a little faster. And so I was worried that, even with the same 4-ball setup and the water in the bowl and all the other precautions I take with the elevation and whatnot, he might scarf and barf it. But so far, we've made it without incident. I should knock wood on that. But if he starts scarf and barfing that, I was thinking I might have to divvy it up in a way where I give him half. I put in basically half the food first, let him eat it, and then I dump in the second half, and then I probably won't wait around, because I'll make the lunches even longer than they've already become. But yeah, I might just take a second scoop, dump it in, and let him have at it. I'll go back in. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, if we get there. So let's see. As I was putting the slime in my inner tube today, so I had problems with it the last time I tried on my old bike. For some reason, it was really hard to get the slime in the inner tube on my old bike. I don't understand why, but I remember I had such a hard problem that I actually couldn't get the slime in the inner tube in one of the wheels, and I pushed and the way it works is you basically take the bottle. There's a little thick, flexible plastic tube or straw that you connect from the bottle to the valve in the inner tube, and you squeeze the bottle, and you're supposed to try to get half the bottle in there, and then you use the other half to get for the other wheel. And what happened was I think I got the first wheel set, and then when I tried to get the second wheel, and it only got a little bit in there, and then as hard as I tried to squeeze, it wouldn't go in, and then finally I just used full force to try to squeeze that bottle, and it backfired. It basically the pressure released where the hose, the nozzle, the little plastic straw hose nozzle shot off the inner tube valve, and then sprayed slime everywhere except into my tube. And I contacted the company, Slime, complaining, saying I couldn't get it in, and I wasted half a bottle, and I don't know what to do. and they said, yeah, it might have sealed up uh, the entryway where the nozzle is. So if I soak it in hot water, it will dissolve it, and then I can try again. And they sent me a fresh bottle, which was really nice of them. So I was happy to buy slime again, this time around for my other bike. Because yeah, they treated me well, and yeah, the hot water thing did seem to do the trick. Though it was still hard to get the slime in that time. I think there was something about my inner tubes, maybe the size or maybe the extra thickness. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, today, yeah, it went in really easily. So I was actually pleasantly surprised. The thing I had problems with is I had trouble detaching the nozzle from the valve, and so I had to pull really hard to get the thing off, and I was pulling so hard that when it finally detached, my hand went flying and it slammed the back of my palm into the disc brake, and I got it didn't cut the skin, but I think I got a really bad bruise. And Scruffy left a lot of food. So yeah, I think I hit Scruffy's saturation point. Too much food. So I might start tapering the food a little bit. Lunch and dinner. I'll have to think about it, but yeah, that's. Yeah, he left way too much. Though he'll probably come back for it when I leave. So we'll see. I don't know what Scruffy's looking at. He's looking up. He's looking for a bird. I didn't hear any birds. It's dark now. I don't think the birds are out. Okay, starting to groom. Okay, folks, I'm gonna transfer the food and go in. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.